Hi all, welcome to Malware Analysis. I'm Jay Lavanya, Assistant Professor of CS22045 Department. So today in this video, we're going to discuss on the topic called anti-malware products. So let's dive into the video. So what is meant by anti-malware products? So it is a crucial for both protecting systems from malicious software and for analyzing the malware itself. They use the various techniques to detect, prevent, and remove the hardware or the malware, including the real-time scanning, behavior analysis, and sandboxing. So in malware analysis, these tools help the researchers understand how malware works, identify its capabilities, and develop the defenses. Okay, so this is the main thing about the anti-malware products. But one thing I would like to add to this particular point is that so this anti-malware, like popular options like you have Bitdefender, Norton, McAfee, or Total AV, and Malwarebytes, which offers some various features and levels of protection. The key functions of this anti-malware, software or the product is then first one, the real-time protection scans the files and websites as they are accessed, blocking the threats before they can infect the system. And malware scanning and removal. It performs the scheduled or on-demand scans to detect and remove the existing malware infections. And third one, like phishing protection. So here it identifies and blocks the malicious websites designed to steal the user credentials. And ransom protection. So here it detects and blocks some ransomware attacks that encrypt the files and demand the payment for their release. And firewall protection, it monitors the network traffic and blocks the unauthorized access to the system. And additional features like some products offer the password managers or VPN and other tools to enhance the overall security. And popular anti-malware products is that a Bitdefender. So it's known for its strong malware detection rates and lightweight performance and comprehensive protection features. And next product is their Norton. So it also offers a wide range of features including real-time protection, phishing detection, and a password manager. And next, McAfee. It provides comprehensive protection for multiple devices, including PC, Mazes, and mobile devices, Mac. Okay. And Total AV, like a user-friendly option with some strong malware detection and a focus on ease of use. And Malwarebytes, it offers a free version for basic malware removal and a premium version with some additional features and real-time protection. And how to choose the right anti-malware product, which depends on the individual needs as well as their preferences. Okay. So if it is a beginner, for a beginner, so the Total AV is a good option due to its user-friendly interface. For users with some older devices, like a Bitdefender is a lightweight choice that won't slow down the performance. And for those seeking broader protection and customization, Norton is a good option. So for free malware removal, Malwarebytes, Avast, and then AVG offers the free versions. For users with multiple devices, McAfee is a strong device. It's recommended to research and compare the different anti-malware products to find the best fit to your specific needs as well as the budget. Okay, so these are the common anti-malware products. And next, we shall discuss about how this anti-malware products aids in the malware analysis. Okay, the first one is that detection and removal. Second one, behavioral analysis. Third one, sandboxing. And fourth one, specialized malware removal. And last one, staying ahead of emerging threats. So let's see one by one. The first anti-malware product which aids in malware analysis, that detection and removal. So here, anti-malware software, it scans the system for malicious files as well as the programs. So alerting the user and removing them. And this is a first step in understanding a malware sample, which identify its presence and removing it from a system for further analysis. Okay. And second one is that a behavior analysis. So here some anti-malware tools analyze the behavior of running programs, looking for some suspicious activity that might indicate the malware. So this is valuable in malware analysis because it helps to understand how the malware operates and what actions it takes on a system. Okay. And third one is that like sandboxing. So this sandboxing, it's anti-malware software which is often uses this kind of sandboxing, a technique that isolates a potentially malicious program in a safe environment to observe its behavior without risking harm to the host system. Okay. And this allows some researchers to study some malware in a controlled setting. Okay, so that kind of cases, this sandboxing will be used. And one more thing I would like to add about the sandboxing is that so this there are so many types of sandboxing. Okay, like how it works is that in a restricted environment where the browsers use some sandboxing technique to create a separate or the isolated environment where the web code executes and limited access. So here also this environment has limited access to the user system resources such as the file system, network, and other applications. And process isolation. Sandboxing often involves running the browser in a separate process or a container, preventing it from some directly interacting with some other processes. Okay. And next one is that network restriction. So here, this network restriction, what will do is that uh, sandboxes can restrict some network access, preventing some malicious script from sending data to external servers or downloading some harmful files. Okay, and apart from that, benefits of this sandboxing is that sandboxing helps protect against some malware or the viruses and other malicious code that can be embedded in some websites. Okay, so this is a one thing. And next, reduce the risk of zero-day exploits. So zero-day exploits, sandboxing can mitigate the risk of zero-day exploits, which are vulnerabilities that haven't been discovered or patched yet. So enhanced security for some untrusted content. It allows the users to safely view and interact with some untrusted websites or content without risking their device. And preventing of DOM manipulation, like DOM manipulation is nothing but a document object model. So sandboxing, which can prevent some malicious script uh, to like from accessing or modifying the DOM of the main page, which limits their ability to manipulate the user interface. Okay, so that is the main thing. And third, next one is that improve security for the developers. So sandboxing that can be used to test the potentially malicious code in a safe environment without impacting the development environment. Okay. So what are the types of sandboxing? Like if you go for it is that first one, a local browser isolation. Second one, a remote browser isolation. So in local browser isolation, remote browser isolation, it runs a browser or a specific tab within a container or virtual machine on the user's local device. And in remote browser location, which process the web content on a remote server or in the cloud, providing an extra layer of security. So examples, if you take like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox and Microsoft Edge. So these popular browsers all utilize sandboxing techniques to enhance the security. And next, like browser link. So this platform also which provides a browser sandbox environment for some security testing and cross-browser testing. Okay, and quick heal total security. This security software includes a browser sandbox feature that can be configured to protect the confidential folders as well as data. I hope you all might have using some kind of antivirus products like in your laptop or in your mobile or in your system. So there, here just comment on the uh, comment below. So what kind of antivirus software you are using? Okay. So this is all about the sandboxing technique. And next one, specialized malware removal. So here advanced anti-malware solutions can remove malware that might be difficult for traditional antivirus software to detect or remove, like rootkits. Okay, and this is an important in malware analysis because some malware is designed to be persistent and difficult to eliminate. And staying ahead of emerging threats, so anti-malware developers are constantly updating the tools to detect new and emerging malware threats. So this is vital for malware analysis because it ensures that the researchers have the latest tools and techniques to analyze the latest threats. Okay, so this is all about the how this product is used in malware analysis. And next we are gonna see is that examples of anti-malware tool that is used in some malware analysis. Process Explorer, Wireshark, Cuckoo Sandbox, and then Ghidra. Okay, so these are the common, uh, it is used. Okay, now let us see what is meant by Process Explorer. So what is Process Explorer is that, so here this process explorer, what it will be doing, or it is used is that it's a freeware task manager and system monitor for Microsoft Windows, which is created by the sys internals, which has been acquired by the Microsoft. Okay, so this process explorer can be used to track down the problems. For example, it provides a mean to list or search for the named resources that are held by a process or all processes. So this can be used to track down what is holding a file open or preventing its use by the another program. Okay. Okay, so this is about the process explorer. And next one is that Wireshark, which is used to analyze the network traffic, which can reveal how malware communicates with its command and control the servers. Okay, so this is about Wireshark. And next, we will see in detail about the Wireshark. What are the, you know, like uh, we have. Okay, so first one is that, so Wireshark, it's a free and open source packet analyzer which is used for network troubleshooting, analysis, and development. Okay, so it captures and displays network traffic in detail, allowing the users to examine the individual packets and the contents. So this Wireshark is widely used by some network professionals or security experts and developers to understand the network behavior or the diagnose the issues and ensure the network security. So what are the key features and functionality if you take? First one, packet capture. So Wireshark captures the network traffic from various interfaces, including the Ethernet, wireless, that's Wi-Fi. And second one, that is protocol analysis. It understands and dissects the different network protocols, displaying the net packet details in a human readable format. Okay, and third one is that filtering. So this Wireshark allows the users to filter the traffic based on some various criteria such as IP addresses or the protocols ports to isolate some specific traffic of interest. Okay, and next one, like a display, it provides a graphical user interface to browse the captured packets along with the command line interface, that's T-Sharp, for scripting and automation. And real-time analysis, so Wireshark can capture and analyze the network traffic in real time, providing some immediate insights into some network activity And customization, the users can customize Wireshark display with some plugins or color-coded rules and display the filters for some enhanced analysis. And what are the uses of this Wireshark is that first one, network troubleshooting. So identify and resolve the network connectivity issues and perform performance bottleneck and protocol related problems. Okay. And second one, like security analysis. So detecting and investigating security threats such as malware infections or unauthorized access attempts and data breaches. And protocol development, which analyze and understanding the network protocols during the development of new applications and services, and for education purposes provides a hand-on tool for learning about the network protocols and how the network is function. Okay. And the network monitoring, so ensuring smooth and secure operation of the networks by monitoring the traffic patterns and identifying the analysis. Okay. Okay, so this is all about the Wireshark. And next we will discuss on the topic called Cuckoo Sandbox. Okay. So this Cuckoo Sandbox is a very new term, I think so. Like it's a popular automated malware analysis system that allows researchers to run malware samples in a controlled environment and observe their behavior. And so this Cuckoo Sandbox, it is an automated open source dynamic malware analysis system, and it executes suspicious files in an isolated environment to observe their behavior and gather information about their malicious activities. So this information helps security professionals understand how malware functions and potentially develop the defenses. Okay. So Cuckoo Sandbox acts as a virtual machine where malware is detonated. It simulates a real computer environment, tricking the malware into believing it is running on a legitimate system. So what are the key features is that dynamic analysis, isolation, automation, customization, as well as reporting. So first one, dynamic analysis. It analyzes the malware by absorbing its runtime behavior rather than just examining its code statistically. And isolation, so this analysis takes place in an isolated environment, preventing any harm to the host machine or network. And automation, so this cuckoo automates the process of malware analysis, making it more efficient and scalable. And in customization, it allows for customization of the analysis environment and behavior monitoring. Okay. And reporting, like Cuckoo generates detailed reports about the malware's actions, including network connection, file modification, registry changes, and more. So how it works in the sense, based on the submission, you submit a suspicious file to the Cuckoo Sandbox. Second one, virtual machine setup. So Cuckoo creates a virtual machine with a pre-configured operating system. Example like a Windows. Malware execution, the submitted file is executed within the virtual machine. And behavior monitoring. So Cuckoo monitors the malware's action, tracking its interaction with the system, network, and other resources. And reporting, Cuckoo generates a comprehensive report detailing the malware's behavior. And what are the benefits of using this Cuckoo sandbox is that improved malware detection. Like Cuckoo helps to identify the previously unknown malware by observing its behavior, and enhanced instant response. So detailed reports provide valuable information for instant response team to understand and reduce the threats. Okay. And security research is that Cuckoo is a valuable tool for security researchers to study the malware and developing the new defenses. Okay, so this is all about the Cuckoo sandbox. And next we shall see about the Gidra. So what happens, this Gidra is nothing but it's a powerful reverse engineering tool, okay, which is used to analyze the code of malware and understand its functionality. Okay, so this is about the Gidra. And if you take the Gidra, So what is Gitra? It allows malware to inspect the malware code without executing it or making it safer and more efficient for identifying functions of interest. So unlike the debuggers that run the code, Gitra maps out the assembly code, enabling analysts to analyze without affecting the analysis devices. Okay, and so like we have told, it's a reverse engineering tool. Okay, which was developed by NSA in 2019. Okay, and the difference between Gitra and a tool like X64DBG is that X64DBG is one debugger. So X64DBG we will see in the upcoming classes, or I think in third unit, fourth unit we will see in detail. But just let you know that X64DBG is a debugger tool, meaning it actually execute the malware as it go along as well as analyze the code. So if you find some interesting function of this X64DBG is that, for example, that encrypts all files, it will run that function. And encrypt all files on the machine you're using to analyze the malware. And so a disassembly tool like Gidra, which does not run the code, but maps the code assembly of the malware and allows the user to analyze the code without affecting the file system of the analyzer. So this makes Gidra an ideal tool for descriptive and mapping feature that may be of further interest to a malware analyst. And one thing I would say, it can be only used as sandbox environments, such as virtual machine designed for a malware analysis, which do not attempt to analyze the malware and a computer's OS. Okay, so this is a simple term for installing the Gibra. There will be some installation steps. Okay, and when you open a malware in a GitHub, okay, that has been imported or analyzed by the tool, you will see a number of windows. The upper left corner, there will be windows containing some sections of the malware, where like program trees will be like headers or text or R data, RSRC, something like that. If you have used a tool like PStudio before, then you will be familiar. That will be some symbol tree where it contains some import, export, and function where the malware uses to perform its malicious activity. So from looking at the imports, it is then possible to identify any interesting functions that the malware is using. So this is great for malware analysis, as it means we can double click on those imports to see if they are being used by the malware and try to understand what activity it can perform on an exposed computer. Okay, and there will be some display function graph and create the zoom, or we can have some search string where define the string. Okay, so all such cases is possible in this Gidra. Okay, so these are some of the examples of anti-malware tools. And next we will discuss on how does this anti-malware work. The first one, there are three main techniques in order to uh, these anti-malware works to protect some system or the network infrastructure. The first one, behavioral monitoring. So using some advanced tools like heuristical analysis, where we will discuss in more detail below, like anti-malware software, which can monitor the behavior and characteristics of the file and identify the harmful patterns and flag, and we can able to resolve them. And sandboxing, so it is an anti-malware feature that's instrumental in isolating and examining the potential malicious file before they cause the damage. We will dive deeper into the sandboxing data in the upcoming videos. And next one is that malware removal. Okay, so here once an incoming file is identified as a malware, it is removed from the system. Okay, so it is removed from the system where via multi malware protection software. So this prevents the file from executing and damaging the system. So it will also prevent some any similar files from doing the same in the future. Okay, so this is the step. How does this anti-malware work? And next one, we will discuss on essential anti-malware features. Okay, so these are the essential anti-malware features. First one is that cloud-based verdict platform. Second one, fireless malware protection. Third one, heuristic analysis. Fourth one, sandboxing. Fifth one, a strong antivirus component. Sixth one, signature based detection. And last one is the firewall. Okay. So first one, cloud-based verdict platform. So these are some of the malware features where we have to protect apart from the traditional antivirus, so antivirus software. Okay. So cloud-based verdict system where the cyber threat intelligence system learn on some cloud-based verdict platform to conduct real-time analysis of malware attacks. So every malware software has its own virus code. Within the anti-malware software, a scanner pulls a file containing this code and sends it to the verdict platform for analysis. If the code on this code file matches any malicious code stored on the verdict platform, then the file is then flagged as malicious. So it is important that this verdict platform would be cloud-based as the new viruses are released every day. So the platform must be constantly updated. Okay. Second one, like fileless malware protection. So of all possible types of malware, cybersecurity professionals deem fileless malware to be the most dangerous because it directly affects a network's OS. As a result, fileless malware can have a significantly longer dwell time than other similar attacks. And hackers usually favor this method on a malware delivery for some more significant, okay, like more significant terms. Okay, so and this is also uh, like example if you take might be like hacking the network infrastructure of a larger institution like a government office or a bank. Okay, and third one like heuristic analysis. Heuristics is a term of the approach cybersecurity teams. It is used to analyze the file behaviors and characteristics within the network system. So this feature of anti-malware software is closely related to another important feature which is known as the sandboxing. So both sandboxing and heuristics take a potential malicious file and run it through in-depth analysis. So these features watch how the file behaves inside a closed cell within the anti-malware platform. If the file displays harmful behavior or the characteristics while in the cell, it is flagged as malicious and properly dealt with. So heuristics can also identify the file's intent and destination by the examination alone. And next one, like if you go for the sandboxing, so this sandbox is the cell where malicious files are analyzed. The anti-malware protection you see should have a sandboxing feature that allows you to isolate and remove potentially malicious files from your client system before they can do damage. The next one, like sandboxing is critical in defending your client system against some advanced malware attacks. More advanced malware intrusion can mutate their patterns to keep a network cybersecurity system guessing. Okay, so once you want to download some videos in the system, automatically some multiple tabs will be open, right? So this is all as something a malware has attack. And so by isolating a file in the sandbox, you will have a chance to run heuristics and analyze in a safe environment prior to some identification by your anti-malware verdict platform. Okay. And next one, a strong antivirus component. It helps to think of anti-malware and antivirus software as the two players on the same team. So anti-malware is more advanced, but smart cybersecurity teams use both to cast a wide net of virus protection. Since both are necessary, it's wise to find anti-malware software that with the antivirus component rather than slow down your system with two separate software application. And signature-based detection is widely considered as one of the oldest tried and true forms of malware detection available. And the reason it stuck around so long because it works. Okay, so that is the thing we are using. And if you take like each virus has its own unique digital code that has been using. Okay, and very effective form of virus flagging and removing of the decades and like anti-malware detect production. And this signature based detection uses a code scanner okay, to compare the virus unique code uh, to collect it within the scanner's platform, and comparing the code of a particular file to the long list of code in this cloud-based databases makes the malware identification easy as well as the reliable. And last one is that a firewall. So here a firewall's primary function is to prevent some unprotected or unauthorized data transmission, and this makes it a crucial component of the strong anti-malware protection, as malware can travel through your network and infect the other devices. So by protecting against these unauthorized data transmission, your firewall ultimately ends up defending the entire network against some vulnerabilities as well as the security breaches. Okay. So apart from that, we have some other anti-malware features where we can able to see some of the things. So first one is that real-time protection. Okay, like real-time protection is that this feature continuously monitors the system for some suspicious activity, blocking the malware as it attempts to infiltrate the system. Okay, and malware scanning. So anti-malware software scans the files or programs and system memory for some known malware signature and suspicious behavior, both on demand or on a schedule. And automatic updates. So regular updates to the malware database ensures the software can detect and protect against the latest threat. And quarantine and removal. So when malware is detected, it's isolated and quarantined to prevent some further damage. So users can then choose to delete or remove the infected files. And next, like you have some heuristic analysis. So this advanced feature analyzes the behavior of the files and programs to detect new and unknown malware based on some suspicious pattern, even if it doesn't match a known signature. And next one is their web protection. So here this feature blocks the access to some malicious websites and prevents some phishing attack, attempts to steal some sensitive information. And email protection, so anti-malware software scans the email attachment and links for malware and phishing attempts. And system performance monitoring, so this feature monitors the system performance and alerts users to any some unusual activity that might indicate a malware infection. And next one, a firewall integration. Some anti-malware suites include a firewall that monitors the network traffic and blocks the unauthorized access. Okay. So this is all about the essential anti-malware features. And if you are using like, anti-malware, there will be some drawbacks or some disadvantages. So like um, drawbacks in the sense performance impact like system slowdown. So anti-malware software, especially when actively scanned, can consume some significant system resources like CPU, memory, or the disk space, leading to some noticeable slowdowns on some devices. So battery drain. On mobile devices, antivirus software can contribute to some faster battery drain due to its continuous background activity. Okay. And next one, like potential for false positive. So unnecessary alerts like anti-malware software can sometimes flag some legitimate files or applications as malicious, causing some unnecessary uh, alerts and requiring manual review. And interference with some legitimate software. So false positive can sometimes interfere with the functionality of other software or even quarantine essential files. Okay. And next one, cost and maintenance. Like subscription fees, like many high quality antivirus and anti-malware programs like requires a paid subscription, which can add to the overall cost of device ownership. So most probably, like many people, that they don't use it. Okay, so that is one drawback. And regular updates to stay effective against evolving threats. Anti-malware software needs some regular updates, which can require time as well as attention. Okay, and limited effectiveness, evolving threats. Malware is constantly evolving, and no anti-malware solution can offer 100% protection against all the threats. So zero-day exploits, anti-malware software may struggle to detect and prevent zero-day exploits like attacks using some previously unknown vulnerabilities. And free version, like a free version of antivirus software often offer a limited protection and may not be effective against all types of malware. And privacy concern, some virus anti-malware programs will collect the user's data, which could raise privacy concern. And invasive privacy policies, so free services may have some less stringent privacy policies compared to some paid ones. Okay. And next one, if you go for some user dependency, a false sense of security, relying solely on antivirus software can lead to a false sense of security, potentially causing users to take some unnecessary risk. And need for user awareness, that effectively security also requires user awareness and responsible online behavior. Examples of avoiding suspicious links, practicing safe browsing habits, and so on. And next, like security holes. So vulnerabilities in the OS or networking software can allow malware to bypass the antivirus. Okay. So here, uh, to bypass it, especially the software is not kept updated. So we can go for these kind of security hole protection. Okay. So in this particular video, we have discussed about the anti-malware products and how does the anti-malware products, aids in the malware analysis, and what are the examples of anti-malware tools which is used in malware analysis, and how does the anti-malware work, and what are the essential features. We have discussed some features, yes, and based on that, we have seen the real-time examples and the drawback of using these kind of anti-malware products. I hope this video will be very useful. We will see in the next video. So thank you all.